y'all coming to see me again a whole bunch of times in a row, because guess what? This is episode 9, you guys, of the Pretty Nerd Time Machine, and you here because you love it here, and I love you because you're here. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another episode of the Pretty Nerd Time Machine. I am your host, here to do the app, here to Vivi.
What?
Excuse me. Here to do the absolute most. Your very favorite Bianca B. Givner, aka the Nostalgia Queen, aka Snow Black, and that is with 2 C's because I'm chill, but I will chop you. Aka Stephen Bay Smith, here to debate all things throwback, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Disney, 90s, you name it. We gonna talk about Bruno here in the Time Machine, you guys. I love it here because this is my favorite part of the show. Y'all already know it's time for yet another very embarrassing status. Y'all, let me see what I got. I think this one is from 09. 09's where the hits is at. 2009. Oh my God. I said, Bianca thinks all boyfriends should come with receipts just in case they act up. You can return them. You know what? That's not actually a bad one. You know what? Act up. You can act up if you want to. You're out of here. I know my husband's looking at this like, bitch. Oh my goodness. That's actually a good one. I think I'll keep that one. That's like the first decent one that I feel could still apply today. Today, y'all, I want to talk toys all over the floor. That's right, you all. I want to talk some toys that you either forgot about or that your mom said, no, I'm not buying that. $10.99 plus shipping and handling. Like, you know the drill. So I want to talk about some toys I know y'all probably aren't even thinking about anymore. You might have had, your cousins might have had, that you either really, really wanted or you wanted and got it, and it was one of your favorite toys, y'all. We're not going to waste any time, you guys. We're going to hop right into the list because I know what y'all came here for. You came here for the hits, nothing but the hits. Let's get down this list, you guys. I want to start off simple. Okay, we're going to ease into this. Do you all remember moon shoes? Moon shoes, they basically were exactly what they sound like. Okay, they were these little purple, like, I don't know, things with like a spring in the middle, and you just strap on your feet and you jump probably about 4 to 5 inches higher than you already can, which is pretty lit if you're a kid. And a commercial, moon shoes, moon shoes. It was a really kick off your Sunday shoes. It was definitely turned up, the commercial, okay? And they had these kids jumping in them, kicking their feet back, this, that, and the third. Now, I never got a pair, okay? My mom wasn't buying me that. She was like, you better just jump high. So I did the best I could with what I had, okay? But they basically were just shoes you can jump higher with. And they was like, jump around like a kangaroo. They tried to make it like it was like you couldn't already do that for free. They basically were like, I don't know. They were like trampolines for your feet, and they made our parents basically pay to jump, and I don't know. So my mom was like, if you could do that for free, I'm not buying that. Like that sounds like a trip to the ER. I wanted a pair. I still want a pair. I would buy a pair today. I feel like it would even be more essential because now that my knees are snap, crackling, and popping.
Snap, crackle, Rice Krispies.
It would probably help give me the boost that I need. Oh, y'all, I got a good one. Okay. So back in the 90s, like there was a commercial for everything. Like everything had commercials. Anything you could buy, there was probably a commercial for it. So because we didn't really have a lot of, like I said, handheld electronics and stuff early on, toys and stuff, they would put them on TV because they knew that, hey, in between the cartoons, y'all are going to beg your parents for this. I know y'all remember this rainbow art commercial.
As easy as 1, 2, 3. Simply dip, dab, and draw.
And it was basically a little sponge, and you was like, just dip it, and you rub it on the top of it, and look, perfect rainbows every time. And it would be this, like, what cracked me up is like they would hire some artist. This person who graduated art school, I don't know, 15 years ago. So they're basically Leonardo da Vinci. And they took this and they were drawing all types of unicorns and butterflies and just all this stuff, and it made it look so cool. The thing I would try to brag, my mom was like, "Look, mom, no mess," because they so whatever. We try to prevent being messy. They would try to sell this to parent, and they would have like a parent watching, like watching on the side, like, wow, there really is no mess. And you would just dip it, and you would like stroke it across the top, and you would be supposed to be able to create like really lively rainbow, pictures or whatnot. Now, how well it worked in real life, I don't know, because my mother did not buy that for me. But I could only imagine it either, I don't know. I don't even know if they sell them anymore. I can imagine it probably wasn't as bomb as it looked on TV. Like, or maybe it is. I'm gonna have to get on YouTube and see if somebody had one and see if it really works as well as it said. But my mother was not convinced. She was just like, you got crayons. You can do that for the free. It's not that real. But I always wanted one of those things. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. I missed out on that particular toy. Woo woo. Moving right along down the list. Oh. If we're going to talk commercial toys that we just begged our parents for, I know y'all remember them balloonies, y'all. Balloonies were like this. It was basically balloons in a tube, and it would come with it was like a toothpaste tube, a very small toothpaste tube, and a little Capri Sun straw, and you were supposed to be able to roll this up into a little ball, stick this Capri Sun straw on it, and blow, and then seal it off, and it would be the perfect little balloon that just bounced all over the place, didn't break, didn't make a mess. I don't remember how well they worked or didn't work. I think they were fine, because I think literally you can go on Amazon. I looked, you can buy balloonies right now on Amazon. I think they're like $20, something like that. And you're supposed to be, it's like a tube with like 2 or 3 in there, and you just blow them up and you have them a good time. Now, I don't know what chemicals was in it. Chemical X, I don't know.
Chemical X.
I don't know. Next, you guys. Now, I remember the commercial more than the toy. Y'all remember Crossfire? Crossfire. Like, it was like this. It basically looked like the commercial, where like these kids were like battling in hell.
Ultimate challenge. Crossfire.
Crossfire. And it would be these kids, and it was like a sea of children, like rah rah. It looked like a Roman bat, like a dungeon, I don't know, in Hades. And it was basically like a game where it was like a little silver marble that like went in the center of this like spinny thing. It looked like a Beyblade. Y'all know what Beyblades are. They came out when we were a little older. And like you would spin it and you were trying to knock the other person's out or whatever. I don't know. I just wanted the game because the commercial looked so lit. I'm like, and they're like, yeah, raw. They look, all the kids were dressed up like Michael Jackson's Bad video. And it was this battle game. I have no idea like what the context of the game is. I just remember the commercial, Crossfire. And it was so hype. And I don't know. I'm assuming because it looked like it was literally a battle in a lake of fire. My mother did not buy that for me. And my mom as a pastor was probably like, mm-mm. So she just, it's too much fire in a commercial for her. So I don't know. But I always thought that looked really cool. And I know you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who remember. Y'all. I always say ooh about everything because I be so excited. Ooh. I think if you had this game, you would go to, this is for the goats only. This is digging in the bag here, y'all. This one is one of my favorite games. Do y'all remember the Crocodile Dentist? The Crocodile Dentist, all right, for those of you who don't know, they came in a real big one, and they had like a little small one if you just want to take it on the go, play with it in the car. The Crocodile Dentist was this big crocodile, right? On the top row, it was teeth, and on the bottom row, there were teeth that you could push down. What your job was, you and your friend, okay, 2 or more player game. You go around in circle, whoever. And you were supposed to push down the teeth of this crocodile, okay? And you would push it down. If it went down, you're good. But if you push down the bed tooth, got your ass. And that thing would come slamming down. Now, it did not hurt all like that. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, it got you like a 1. Like, honestly, like you're going to get hit. But it was not painful at all. And it would snap down and bite your hand if you picked the wrong tooth. Now, I had gotten so good, I started learning how to finesse like the buttons on the small one. The small one is easier because it's like a smaller version. I had it, I actually just we bought this for our kid a couple years ago, and he loved it. He played with it till it broke. We couldn't even play with it no more. But my mom got the big one because she's like, no, you're cheating. She's like, which one is like, don't push this one. The big one, you couldn't tell. You just was Russian roulette. And it was just a super, super fun game. They still have this, I think, in Target. You can get the Crocodile Dentist. If you have never played this game, shame on you. Go get it right now. I would buy it right now again because it's really fun. It's nostalgic and it's also a fun game to play. I would play it as an adult. So go check out the Crocodile Dentist. If you've never played it, get on it. Oh, okay. So this one's actually, it's not a toy, but it's a game. And it was like one of the commercials that would come on all the time. So back in the 90s, okay, there used to be a time when the kitchen was closed. If you were a kid, you couldn't just go in and out the kitchen and get whatever you wanted. Now there was set schedule. You get breakfast, lunch, maybe a snack in between, dinner, and that's it. Okay. Don't Wake Daddy was a game about sneaking down to the kitchen to get a snack and not waking your parents up. Now I want to just say this too for a second. There were a lot of like bogus, like unspoken rules that we had like as kids. Like, you can't have nothing to drink until you finish your food. I'm like, but why though? Because like, I'm thirsty. I'm sitting here eating these salty ass pork chops. My mouth is puckered up. So I'm like, I want something to drink too, just like you got. But I know our parents did this to be like, oh, because if you drink, then you won't eat your food. But I don't do that. Or you have to eat exactly what it is that you're getting to eat, and you don't have a say so over what's for dinner, and you're just going to eat it because I said so, and I don't care if you don't like it, and you're going to eat it, and if you don't finish it, you're not going to get anything else to eat in this house until you finish it. Like,
that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit.
Like, I don't do that. Like, me as a parent, I'm just like, if my son doesn't like spaghetti, I'm just not going to make him spaghetti. I'll make him, okay, I offer alternatives. And I feel like a lot of things could have been different as far as like parenting goes and how we parent now versus how we did back in the day or whatever, or not we, but they did back in the day. I just believe that just because you're a kid doesn't mean that you don't have a say so. Like, I'm not going to cook beets knowing that you don't eat it. That's wasting my time, my money, and I'm not going to do that. I find like alternatives. So like, my kid, he doesn't like broccoli raw, like to dip it in a ranch, but he love it when it's broccoli and cheese. So it's like, I can still win. You just find alternatives. But I said all that to say, Don't Wake Daddy was about that. He would have to like spin the little dial and whatever, it would land on all these noises or whatever. So it's like, oh, you bumped into the pots and pans. Oh, you got to hit this alarm clock like however many times, depending on what the noise was. Like if it's like, oh, you stepped on the cat, you got to hit the alarm twice. It's like, okay, it was, oh, you knocked over all the pots and pans, you got to hit it 5 times. And if you hit it or whatever, and it woke up the little dad in the game, you would have to go back and start all over, or you would lose, or you're out or whatever. Really, really cute. Definitely 90s, because it's like now, I don't do y'all borrow y'all kids from like going in the kitchen in the middle of the night? Like, I think like once we go upstairs for bed, like that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you need water, like go get a water. Drink out the sink. Like, no, go get a cold water. I don't want sink water. So why would I make my kid get? I don't know. I just believe in treating kids like human beings and not like pets that I own. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's a sidebar. Let's keep it moving, you guys. Here's another like commercial one. Do y'all remember? Now, I never had Gator Golf, but the commercial was so cute. Gator Golf, you give it a what? Gator Golf, you throw it right back. Gator Golf, what could be greater than playing the game of golf with the Gator? Don't that sound like Megan Thee Stallion? What could be greater than playing the game of golf with the Gator? That's what it sounds. That sound like Megan's cadence. Gator Golf, give it a whack. Oh, that sound like Megan. That's funny as heck. But that's what the game was basically. This alligator I think it worked better on hardwood floors, and we had carpet, so it wasn't as fun. Like, at least that's what my mom said, and that's why she didn't get it. We got carpet. It's not gonna be as fun. So, but my cousin them had it, and they had hardwood floors. So you would just try to golf put the golf ball to the gator, and it would throw it back to you or whatever. So I guess you were trying to be the one to get most of yours in before he was able to throw it back. Really, really cute. And at the end of the commercial, like gator golf, boom. Like it would do like this big gulp, like he swallowed. It was just cute and extra, but I always wanted it. But we got carpet, so the vibes. And the other game I liked or wanted was Chicken Limbo. Y'all remember Chicken Limbo? Chicken Limbo was like hidden in the gyms. Like Chicken Limbo was basically you had to go. It was like a limbo game, but it was this chicken and it was doing the splits. This chicken. And you had to do all these little funky dance moves so it wasn't just a regular limbo. You had to limbo under it forward or sideways or this, that, and the third. You had to like basically try to Cupid shuffle underneath this chicken without setting the alarm off, because then otherwise you would lose, and they would lower and lower and lower it, and whoever made it through while doing the little crazy dance moves would win. I mean, it was a lituation. Really, really cool 90s toys and stuff I know y'all not even thinking about. I actually have an honorable mention before we wrap this up. Do y'all remember Pound Puppies? Pound Puppies were like, basically they were puppies, but you would like pull like they would give you like the mom puppy, and you would open the stomach like a surgeon, and you would pull out, and you never know how many puppies you're going to get. And sometimes you would get 2, sometimes you would get 4 or whatever, and you would peel them out the stomach, and that sounds so ridiculously gory. You would just peel it back and peel out the stomach, and what were they letting us play with? Oh my gosh. But yeah, Pound Puppies, they were really, really cute, and they were like Beanie Babies, but they had it was like a series, and they ended up making a show out of it like years later. It was for the girls, because boys had all the cool stuff like Transformers and Hot Wheels. That used to make me so mad. Sometimes I would feel like the boys' toys was way cooler than the girls' toys. Like, yeah, I had Barbie, but like my Barbie couldn't turn into a car. Like, that's not fair.
That's too damn bad!
As I feel like I'm like, y'all did it on purpose, because y'all know. Oh, this like we had Sky Dancers and stuff. Do y'all remember Sky Dancers? Sorry, I just keep remembering stuff. See, it just come to me. Sky Dancers. I swear this is the last one. We gonna wrap it up. Sky Dancers was basically this Barbie doll that she had wings on her, and she stood on this podium, and you pulled a string and it would flip her up in the air. Well, fling her up in the air. My sister got one for Christmas, my little sister, and I don't know. She swears it was on purpose. I promise y'all, I did not break it on purpose. So I realized the harder you pull it, the more it would make it turn fast, and the higher up she would go. So my sister would do it. It would go a little bit. I'm like, no, I got you. I was trying to, and I was like, I pulled it, and that mug went, she was like, wow. We're like, yeah, let's do it again. And I looked at my hand. I was like, oh my gosh. I had pulled the whole daggone string out. She cried for my mom. I was on punishment for like 9 years after that. It was an accident. I didn't mean to. I was trying to be the good guy. Why you want me to be the bad guy? You want me to be the bad guy so bad. You need a bad guy. Okay? That's what I felt like. But I don't know. We had cool stuff like that. And I miss when toys were like, we had things that were like cool toys. Now they literally have a light up thing of poop, like a poop emoji, and they're selling it and making money. Like I think they've run out of cool ideas. What toys do you think that they should come out with? They should bring back? Because I'm telling you right now, you bring back some doggone, not the balloonies. You bring back some rainbow art that actually work. I might actually make a side hustle. Listen, I do spray paint rainbow art for your kids' back to school clothes. DM me for details. That's it, you guys. I am so happy y'all decided to pull up to me again, hopping in the Pretty Nerd Time Machine. Like I always tell you, if you want to debate the nostalgia queen, the great, okay, slide right over to prettynerdtimemachine.com, hop into my contact section, put in your information, hit me up, and I will hook it up for you, and you could be a guest on said podcast that is blowing up It's going up. And I can't wait to see me and you at the top. You all are an amazing, amazing, amazing guests. You all are an amazing guest. That is not English. Oh my gosh, I need a nap. Y'all, you know what I'm trying to say. You all have been amazing guests. Thank you so much. As always, you stay lit, you stay cool, and you stay nostalgic. Your squares, check you later.